Hello students, welcome to Dhaka Secondary School, North Karachi campus, and today you are watching class 9 English class, and these slides are prepared by Sir Farhan, language teacher of Dhaka Secondary School. So students, our today's topic is first week of February, and in this our learning agenda is health problems caused by mosquitoes, which we learned last week, and in this we talk about its exercise number 6 and exercise number 7, and next is direct and indirect speech narration, which is also given in your book page number 122 and exercise number 5. So first of all, I start from our chapter health problems caused by mosquitoes. This is exercise number 6. So basically what it says, that read the text and complete the following table in your notebook. So basically you are given there a table in which diseases are mentioned, and you are supposed to write the sources of transmission of these diseases and organ cells attacked by these diseases and symptoms of these diseases. So first of all we have malaria. So in malaria, what is the source of malaria? So malaria source is Plasmodium, and Plasmodium is a single celled parasite mosquito, and it attacks on circulatory system of the patient, and then comes the symptoms, and symptoms of malaria is high fever, sweating, dysfunction, disorientation, constipation, and kidney failure. All these are the symptoms of disease malaria. Now come to second, dengue. So second disease is what? Here dengue, and source of dengue transmission is an infected mosquito which comes through its saliva, and the organs on which they attack are what? White blood cells, antibodies, and immune system. And what are the symptoms of dengue fever? So patient becomes the victim of high fever, severe intense headache, body pain, eye pain, skin rashes, and excessive bleeding are all its symptoms. And third one is chikungunya. So chikungunya is also the disease given in your book, that is the third one. And source of chikungunya is what? Mosquitoes live and breed near stagnant or polluted water. And what are the organs over which they attack? So they attack on muscle cells, joints, and it shows skin rashes there, headache, nausea, and vomiting. And fever, skin rashes, headache, nausea, and vomiting are its symptoms. Okay students, now I move towards its second part. So second exercise is book page number 114 and 115, and it shows some questions. So discuss the following questions with your partner and write down the answers in your notebook. So here comes its first question. So it says that what are the most common diseases caused by mosquito bites? So the most three common diseases caused by mosquito bites are malaria, dengue, and chikungunya. That is the answer of our first question. So here comes the second question, and it says which specific part of the body becomes highly infected in cerebral malaria? So during malaria, when the infected red blood cells become stickier than usual and clot easily, and it can lead to stoppage of blood flow to the brain and causing cerebral malaria. Okay students. So third question says what can lead to severe liver infection when one has malaria? So when one has malaria, the newly developed plasmodium from the burst red blood cells spreads and infects more red blood cells throughout the body, thus killing all the cells. This can lead to severe liver infection. Fourth is how is the immune system affected through dengue? So it reveals that when once the dengue virus enters the body, it attacks white blood cells and other antibodies, and it affects the immune system. Okay. Now comes fifth question, and it says, how often can one get infected with chikungunya and why? So its answer says that chikungunya is transmitted through mosquitoes. Mosquitoes infect humans with their bite. Although the disease is not contagious, it can spread from an infected person to others if the mosquito feeds on the infected person first and then bites other people. Okay, now comes the sixth one and the last one. Which two of the three diseases have similar symptoms and what are these? So it says that the chikungunya virus is transmitted by same mosquitoes that spread the dengue virus. Both chikungunya and dengue have almost identical symptoms, means same symptoms and disease processes, so much so that one can be mistaken for the other. So it is important to examine thoroughly and check it which system or which symptoms brings it. Okay students, these are our questions from chapter health problems. Now we move towards our second part that belongs to language, and it shows direct indirect narration of your book page number 122, exercise number 5. So first of all, I just revise your direct indirect. What are direct speech? So what is direct speech? Direct speech basically the original words, the real words of the speaker which has been said or which had been said earlier time, and they are quoted in the same way. That is what our direct speech. Here comes the example. She said to me, I write a letter to him on this table. So students, you can see two different parts. One part is under inverted commas and second is outside inverted commas. So it shows that when two parts come here, so first part that is under inverted commas is called reported speech, and that is outside, that is reporting speech. So in order to change this process, that becomes indirect speech. And indirect speech is what? The same message which the person conveyed, it is spread to other person but in different words. That different words but with same message is called what? Indirect speech. Here comes the example of the above example. She says that she wrote a letter to him on that table. Okay students, this is what the example. Now here comes our exercise. Exercise tells that sometimes we have reported speech, we have different sentences in reported speech. It can be imperative, it can be optative, it can be interrogative. So the reported speech can have any sentence. So in order to change direct into indirect, we need to follow few rules which I have given here. So when we have indirect speech said plus exclamation mark, so in order to convert it into indirect, we use exclaim word. And if we are given said plus wish, then we change it into wished. Said plus hope change into hoped. Said plus promised is changed into promised. Okay friends, so here comes some example so that you can have idea about it, how to convert this direct into indirect. So first example says that the blind boy said, I wish I could see this interesting match on the television. So students, you can clearly see the word wish here. So in order to convert this direct speech, we make it like that, the blind boy wished that. So in order to change it, I change this word into wished, and some personal pronouns I is changed into he, that he could see. Okay, I just omitted here wish because I have used it as a main verb, and in order to replace this word. Okay, and in place of I replaced here he. Okay, this is just personal pronoun changes. We have already learned it, personal pronoun changes and tenses changes. So he could see that, this is changed into that interesting match on the television. Okay, and second example is, next week we promise we will clean the whole house. the children said to their parents. This is what reporting speech, and we can replace reporting speech in the first and in the last. It is up to us how do we place here and where do we place it. So here comes the answer of this. The children promised to their parents that. Now you can see clearly I haven't mentioned here the word said, because I have used promise word, because the reported speech saying that promise. That's why the children promised to their parents that in place of we, I just mentioned that they would clean the whole house the following week. Okay, in place of next I put here following. Okay students, I hope you got the idea about this. Thank you so much.